Hi, and welcome to part 3 of A Skeptic Reads the Qur'an. And this time you'll be glad to know that I'm going to actually start reading the second surah, Surat al-Baqarah, or in English, the cow. Last time I spoke at length about the letters Alif, Lam, Mim. That's the first verse of this surah. So I'm going to start from verse 2. This is the book, the Qur'an, whereof there is no doubt, a guidance to those who are al-muttaqun, and in squared brackets, the pious believers of Islamic monotheism who fear Allah much, abstain from all kinds of sins and evil deeds which He has forbidden, and love Allah much, perform all kinds of good deeds which He has ordained, who believe in the Ghaib and perform as-salat. Okay, well, so I'll get back to as-salat in a minute, but first of all, what's Ghaib? Okay, and there's a handy footnote, and it reads, al-Ghaib literally means a thing not seen. But this word includes vast meanings: belief in Allah, angels, holy books, Allah's messengers, day of resurrection, and al-Qadar, which means divine preordinments. It also includes what Allah and His messenger informed about the knowledge of the matters of the past, present and future, e.g. news about the creation of the heavens and earth, botanical and zoological life, the news about the nations of the past, and about paradise and hell. So, in other words, all who believe in a lot of stuff that is unseen, a lot of stuff for which there is no evidence, and perform as-salat, the prayers. And the footnote for as-salat says this: the performance of salat, prayers. It means that A, each and every Muslim, male or female, is obliged to offer his salat, prayers, regularly 5 times a day at the specified times. The male in the mosque, in congregation, and as for the female, it is better to offer them at home. So here we're already seeing a difference between men and women. You could say that men are getting preferential treatment here. They're allowed to attend mosque and perform the prayers, but the women are not allowed to enter the mosque. They have to perform the prayers at home. And it goes on, as the Prophet has said, order your children to perform salat at the age of 7 and beat them about it at the age of 10. So in other words, when your children get to the age of 10, if they refuse to perform the prayers, Muhammad says you can beat them. until they do. Nice. The chief of a family, town or tribe and the Muslim rulers of a country are held responsible before Allah in case of non-fulfillment of this obligation by the Muslims under their authority. B. One must offer the salat prayers as the Prophet used to offer them, with all their rules and regulations. So it's not just a simple thing of getting down on your knees and prostrating yourself before Allah, facing Mecca, and just praying whatever you want. There are rules and regulations that you have to follow, i.e. standing, bowing, prostrating, sitting. As he has said, offer your salat the way you see me performing them. And that is a quote taken from Sahih al-Bukhari, which is part of the Hadith. Which is the Hadith is a collection of sayings of Muhammad that have been collected together that had been collected together by scribes over the years. More about that another time. Okay, yeah, that's everything. So we have provided, and so we go on. So perform the prayers, the salat, and spend out of what we have provided for them, i.e. give zakat. Zakat is obligatory charity, a certain fixed proportion of the wealth and of every kind of the property liable to zakat of a Muslim, to be paid yearly for the benefit of the poor in the Muslim community. The payment of zakat is obligatory as it is one of the 5 pillars of Islam, which I spoke about in a previous episode. And I'll be referring to the 5 pillars as we go through the Qur'an. Zakat is one of the major economic means for establishing social justice and leading the Muslim society to prosperity and security. Okay. Zakat, obligatory charity, spend on themselves, their parents, their children, their wives. Also give charity to the poor, and also in Allah's cause, jihad. And who believe in that, the Qur'an and the Sunnah, and there's another footnote to explain Sunnah, narrated Ibn Umar, Allah's messenger said, Islam is based on the following 5 principles. 1. To testify that La ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammad Rasulullah. None has the right to be worshipped but Allah, and that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. 2. Iqamat as-salat, to perform the 5 compulsory congregational salat prayers. 3. To pay zakat, obligatory charity. 4. To perform hajj, i.e. pilgrimage to Mecca or Mecca. 5. To observe Sawm, fasting, during the month of Ramadan. These are the 5 pillars of Islam.